Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's live stream, I'm going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 13. This is the Karen's Gone Wild Improv Challenge. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought about this episode, and hit that subscribe button, become part of the Samature community. Ding! You can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Samature Hour on all platforms. Before we do get into this episode, do not send hate to any of the queens mentioned in this video, because that's not what these are meant for. These are meant for us to have a fun time over here on this side of the interwebs, talk about all things RuPaul's Drag Race, and have a cute little kiki. So, I had this entire idea of having like a sock puppet, right, to start my YouTube video, and then I saw the puppet challenge, right? Not worth it. Nope, not worth the juice. That puppet challenge, y'all. That puppet challenge. Nope. No. That was bad. Oh my god. That was a rough mini challenge. I am curious what y'all thought about it. Again, we'll get into this episode. Also, before we do get into it, I also do want to say I am a little angry. I am a little angry with this week's elimination. I kind of find it bullshit. I kind of have to play my BS card, because why the hell are you telling me that Jane Don't had to sashay away episodes 13 in top 5 with 3 wins, 8 weeks placing in the top? Oh, I'm pissed. I kinda have to call the bullshit card on RuPaul's Drag Race. No shade. I kinda have to call the bullshit card. Is my fault? Let's check. Yes, it is. Alright. But for real though, why are you eliminating Jane Don't this close to the finale? I don't get it. I also feel a little bit like Juicy got a little bit of bonus points because she's Juicy, and her previous performance is in the improv challenge and comedy challenges, and I feel a little bit like Juicy got a little bit of bonus points. No shade to Juicy. That's my own personal opinion. Again, we'll get into the actual Karen's Gone Wild sketch. Also, Jane had the best runway. Jane had the best runway of the week. The more I think about it, the more angry I get about this elimination. And again, I kind of have to call bullshit on this. But we will get there. I'm sorry. I needed to rant about it for a little bit. So, the episode is going to start out with the queens walking into the workroom after the elimination of Discord Adams. What did y'all think about this elimination? Did you think it was her time? What were your opinions? Let me know. If you are watching this in the playback, let me know in that comment section down below. If you're watching this live, let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from you. Yes, you. Anyways, for me personally, I definitely think it was Discord's time to go. Quite honestly, she could have gone a few weeks earlier. No shade to Discord. I felt like she wasn't really showing up in the competition compared to some of the other queens. I don't know. I am curious hear from you. I am curious to hear from you what your thoughts are. That was also Nene Coco's first time lip syncing in the bottom, so she was a little stressed, a little plucked, if you will. It was interesting. Also, Mikey's second win Shout out to Mikey Meeks on her second win. I've seen some discourse conversation online about who should have won this makeover challenge, and a lot of people are upset with the placements. Some people don't think Mikey deserved the win. Looking back, I could see arguments made that Mikey didn't deserve the win. I also see very clear arguments that Jane didn't deserve to get the low placement that she did, and I 100% agree. Again, this was kind of setting up for the future episodes, which again we'll get into this episode with the placements and the bullshit that was. But oh, I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed. Oh, I haven't been this mad about an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race in quite a minute. And y'all, this elimination pissed me off. Pissed me off. I'm pissed. I am pissed. But what were we saying? Yes, Jane Don't was low. People were saying Mikey didn't necessarily deserve the win. I could see arguments made that someone else could have deserved the win. Again, when it comes to a makeover challenge, I feel like it's a little bit subjective, and sometimes I feel like the judges of Drag Race pick who they want to win the episode and who they want to go home. I talked about this all last week. I covered it in the previous review. If you want to see episode 12 review, you can go back to my channel and watch that later. Oh yeah. Puppet challenge, awful. 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 Y'all. All right, I'm going to do this bit one more time. Hold on for 1 second. 1 second. No one was here to watch this earlier, so I'm going to do this bit again because I think it was funny. So I had this whole idea to do this puppet challenge, right? And I was going to do a sock puppet for y'all and like do a full comedy bit, right? Nope, not worth it. Not worth the squeeze. That was trash. Anyways, doing the bit again. Doing the bit again because people are here now. It was funny. It was funny. But yeah, no, that improv challenge, that puppet challenge, garbage. We will get to it. So Mikey won last week. Jane was in the bottom, low. Nene was in the bottom too. People have different opinions about the placements when it comes to a makeover, which again, like I said earlier, it's very subjective as far as a makeover challenge goes as to what people prefer in terms of their placements for the makeover challenge. So I do get where people are coming from. I also think this is a very much a produced reality TV show program. Reality TV show program. So they are very much going to pick a narrative for the season, who they want to win. Oh, Mikey won. Congratulations to Mikey, right? Everyone has different opinions as to who won that episode. We'll get to we'll move forward because I feel like this is kind of beating the dead horse about this. New day in the workroom. It's hat day. Funny hat day. What is a funny hat you would wear? I want to hear from you. I would love to wear like a beer hat with like 2 cans of Red Bull or something like that, like some go-go juice or something. Because lately I haven't been drinking. Like I've been basically sober since the start of 2026, and it's not like not like super intentional, but like I've been basically sober since the start of 2026, which is gaggy because now it's almost April. I've been sober for almost 3 full. Wow, look at me. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yes, hats. What hat would you wear? What hat would you wear? Haven't watched the episode yet. Okay, Jane was eliminated. Gagged. I went on an entire rant for like 3 minutes about this earlier in the stream. That was some bullshit. That's how. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. That was some production bullshit that they didn't want Jane to win and they wanted a stunt. They wanted a gag. And I get it. You want a gag of the season. I get it. You want to boost those ratings. You don't want to lose that Emmy to the traitors again. How dare they, right? You wanted something to boost it, to get people talking, to get people watching. I'm angry. I'm angry. And I try to not be angry about this show because, again, ultimately, this is a reality TV show program. We are watching a super shrunken down version of what happened when they were there to compete, right? So, this is a very small microcosm of the true story, right? And I get that. I get that. But to eliminate someone who has been in the top for 90% of the season for a stunt. It's a stunt. Let's call it what it is. It's a stunt. Whoo! Sorry. I, mm, mm. All right. We need to continue on. Funny hats. What hat would you wear? God. All right, y'all. Continue on. RuPaul comes in and tells them that the mini challenge this week is going to be puppets because everybody loves puppets. No more. Don't bring back the puppet challenge unless you have funny. They have funny queens. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. What happened? What happened? Y'all are funny. Jane, Darlene, Mikey, y'all are funny. What happened? I want to know. What happened with this mini challenge? What were y'all doing? What was going on? Let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts? This mini challenge was garbage. And it's a classic. It's a drag race classic mini challenge. And y'all flopped. I don't get it. It was so bad. It was so bad. What is going on this season? This episode. God, this episode is pissing me off. All right. What are y'all's thoughts on the mini challenge? I'm going to give y'all a minute or two to respond. Do I have any? I don't have any water. I'm going to water in my water bottle. Also, shout out to Corey King. I'm wearing Corey King merch. I have decided, I have an entire dresser drawer full of drag queen merch I have collected over the years. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm gonna stop wearing plain shirt and start wearing drag queen merch in all of my reviews. I don't know why I haven't been. I should be. I support the queens. I buy their merch. So if there's a queen, I may have their merch in my dresser drawer. And I will try to surprise y'all each week with the new queen's drag queen merch. And we will see how that turns out. I'm curious to see what y'all can expect. Throw a queen out and I'll see if I have any of their any of their merch. Oh my god. Yeah. I want to hear from y'all. Let me know, what did you think of this mini challenge? Any thoughts? If not, I am moving on. I'm giving y'all some time to comment in the comment section. Again, this is a live conversation. This is where I want to hear from y'all. What did you think of this garbage mini challenge? Ah, ah, ah. I mean, we did get one comment. Yes, again, puppet challenge was trash. I agree. I agree. Y'all, I this season just one big eye roll at this point. I'm gonna let this play through because there's really nothing else to talk about with it. Just like RuPaul says, ultimately, like, it was bad. It was really bad. So nobody won, and they gave the money to the crew. Shout out to the crew. That was fun. Shout out to the crew for getting $2,500 to split amongst themselves. I don't think they've ever done something like this. So that was kind of gaggy. That was fun. That was a fun twist to the mini challenge. I appreciated. I appreciated that they did something different. Because again, this was just bad. It was bad. It was bad. And then RuPaul's gonna introduce the main challenge, which again is going to be an improv challenge called Karen's Gone Wild. There are 5 different Karen situations that the queens are going to have to pick amongst themselves as to which role they want to play. And just record with RuPaul improv challenge about being a Karen. Sure. I do feel like the whole Karen humor, the making, it feels old to me. I don't know if maybe I'm. They were funny. Don't get me wrong. I think this was a funny funny main challenge. Sometimes I do feel like this whole Drag Race humor is a little bit behind as to what's current. Again, I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm not someone who's an expert in comedy, but I do feel like sometimes Drag Race is a little bit behind the times, and I do feel like Karen humor was from a few years ago at this point. The whole making fun of Karen bit. I mean, don't get wrong, Karens are terrible, and like, yeah, but like, I feel like we've moved on a little bit. No, let me know what you think. Am I reading too much into this? Did you enjoy this main challenge? It's not a mini challenge. Like, it's also kind of subjective, and I realize I'm saying subjective a lot. But like, that's kind of what a lot of this episode was. What are y'all thoughts? No, no comments. I'm moving forward because I would like to get this review moving. All right, picking out roles. It was interesting how Josie was kind of like not being super picky about what role she got. She was like, I'm just gonna take what I get and not complain about it, which I appreciate. I think Juicy was trying to be like, maybe Juicy was already getting her head. Maybe I'm overthinking this. So excited to see Puppets back. And exactly, and it was awful. Exactly, I thought, like, my expectations were so much higher, and then it was just trash. Makes me nervous for what happened in the yeah. Again, it wasn't a bad episode, and I feel like I'm sounding like bitch just complaining. And it's not I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the problem. Who knows? All right. They start planning their bits. This part of the episode really didn't have much meat to it, so I'm kind of just going to let it scroll through and get to the actual Karen bits. There was a walkthrough where RuPaul talked to all of them at once. I think RuPaul is a little bit over it too, and is kind of just trying to get things done. One thing I will say I appreciated about this episode is they didn't show us them recording. It was just like, all right, this is the final product, instead of showing the full process, which I appreciate when Drag Race does that. I appreciate that they're not just putting a bunch of filler. These bits did feel long. It did feel like a long comedy sketch moment there at times. The Karen's Gone Wild bit, it was funny. I think some of them felt very long, I will say. First, we have parking stop, Karen, parking stop. Wait, did they misspell this? It was parking spot. Wait, editors, y'all messed up. Ah! I'm figuring this out on live. That's crazy. Parking stop, Karen. Y'all messed up. Editors messed up. So bad they. Yeah, yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy. Y'all, editors messed up. Ooh, y'all got caught on camera. Ooh. Parking stop, Karen. No, it's parking spot, Karen. That's crazy. Because they're fighting over a parking spot and it's not a parking stop. Parking stop isn't a thing. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all messed up. And y'all were caught live. Ooh. On the Sandwich Hour channel. Ooh. I think I'm going a little crazy. All right. All right. I'm going to continue on because otherwise I'm going to keep. Oh my God. All right. Juicy, you had some funny bits, especially with the going over the railing. That was funny. Also, I'm pretty sure that was the railing that the whole tarp gate happened with Anya and Lexi. That was that ramp with that railing. So I'm pretty sure that was the same spot where they put the tarps out to dry. So we're getting a little bit behind the scenes look at Drag Race and a little bit of like oh, this is where things happen. This is where the sausage gets made. This is where the bread gets toasted. This is where the juice gets squeezed. We're seeing a little bit more behind the scenes. And I'm pretty sure that's where the tarp gate happened. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When it comes to Juicy, I thought she was funny. I think she had some funny bits. I do feel like Juicy played a little bit into like the whole Latina stereotype, which again, it's Drag Race. I get it. Like RuPaul will laugh at that, and that's ultimately the goal. Do I think this is the most like genius, funny comedy bit? No. Like Juicy had some funny moments. Juicy had some very funny moments. For me, for me, for me, I feel like Juicy got bonus points. Huh. Interesting. Are you caught up on the live? You might have started late and maybe it's I don't know. Let me check where no, I'm where on the image. Yeah, I'm on the image and it's not that's interesting. You might have started late and maybe it's let me put it in the comment section. Cuz I'm realizing anyways. Cuz I'm watching it on my phone too and it's not that I don't know. Anyways, Juicy again, I think Juicy kind of got some bonus points because of how she's performed in previous challenges, which is fine. I, I'm a little irritated. I'm a little bit irritated that they were giving this so much praise for me. I think she had funny bits. I think she relied on. I don't. It was very one note to me. Again, it's a Karen. I get it. Karens are kind of one note in general. I I don't know. Anyways, it was fine. It was fine. I don't mean to be a bitch and complain. Next up, we had shoplifting Karen with Darlene. What did y'all think of Darlene? I thought this was funny. I thought it was really stupid but funny. I also playing into stereotype, which again, I, Karen is a stereotype, so like maybe I'm probably over complaining and over criticizing. I I don't know. I don't know. I thought Darlene had some funny moments. I think she volleyed well with RuPaul. I think she had some good bits. Like I said, I found it funny. I found her funny personally. And I also just like Darlene a lot. Like, I thought it was funny. Again, it was stupid comedy, stupid jokes. Like, oh bless her heart. We all know that type of Karen. Growing up in the South, I know that type of Karen for sure. And it was funny. I thought it was funny. Um, and that's the same thing that Juicy was saying. So again, I'm probably reading too much into this. It was funny. It was stupid. It was haha. Hee hee haha. Now we have traffic stop Karen. Yeah, I caught y'all. I got you. I got you. So traffic stop Karen with Mikey Meeks. Mikey kind of ate it up. Mikey fully committed to the bit, took every single opportunity RuPaul gave her and said yes and continued elevating and pushing and going farther and farther into the bit. It was very funny, Mikey. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was great. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah. Very funny. And RuPaul was having fun. You could tell Ru was really laughing and having a good time with Mikey. I think Mikey might win this season. I think I might be making the official sandwich hour prediction at this point in the episode that Mikey Meeks is going to win this season. Yeah, because I don't see it for anyone else in the top 4. I mean, Darlene's fun, but I don't think she's winning the season. And Nene, I think, has had too many bottom placements now to win this season. And I also don't think it's Juicy. I think Mikey is going to win this season. That is the official sandwich hour prediction that Mikey Meeks from Orlando, I think she's from Orlando, Florida, is winning season 18. Now that Jane is no longer in the season, no longer in the competition, I think Mikey Meeks is going to take the crown. We'll see. But Mikey fully committed to the bit. The lowering of the driver car seat was so funny. Mikey, you were so funny. You were so funny, Mikey. I thought this was great. This was great. It was a great bit. Fully committed to the bit. Fully went there, said yes and every time to RuPaul. And further, it was great. It was great. I thought Mikey slayed. Yeah. Mikey ate it up. Jane, don't. Late for her flight, Karen. I thought Jane did fine. I don't think she deserved a bottom placement by any means, and I thought that was kind of bullshit that she did get one. I've seen this type of person at an airport for sure. Someone complaining to the person at the gate, being like, "I want on the plane." We've seen this. I thought it was funny. I thought it had good moments. Again, I think the way I was talking about Juicy and how Juicy got bonus points because they didn't expect very much from Juicy. This is the opposite for Jane. Jane has done so well in this season that they were disappointed because which again, if you're gonna have a reality competition show, have them all on an equal playing field. Oh, I'm mad. Relatively speaking, it was not that bad. I'm angry. And when she started rolling around on the floor, that was funny. That was funny. Anyways, HOA Karen with Nini Coco. This was the same character from the political ad, which is fine, but it's the same thing. We've seen it before. And it didn't really go any farther. It was literally the same bit that you did before, and it kind of irritated me. I didn't particularly find it super funny. This was one of the ones I got really bored with. No shade to Nini. Like, I got pretty bored towards the end of the challenge. And this was the last one, and it just kept dragging on. And I'm like, yo, the challenge is too long. And I think Nini suffered from that because she was placed last. And it was the same character from the political ad. We've seen this before. Yeah. That's kind of my thoughts on Nini's performance. Like, we've seen it before. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know. All right. Elimination Day. They're all keen in the workroom because, again, top 5. I really don't have much to say about this. We're going to skip to the runway. All right. Runway. Yes. We're getting to the runway. If you are watching this live and you would like to vote, let me know in the comment section how you would like to vote. If you're watching the playback, let me know in the comment section how you vote. On the Amateur Hour channel, we play fab or drab. Because, Mama, if it's fab, you give it a fab. And if it's drab, you kind of put in the drab. Up first, we have RuPaul. It didn't look great with the background, unfortunately. I thought the outfit was cool. I think it was fun. I like the colors. I like the shape. I like the jumpsuit aspect. I'm gonna give it a fab, but I also think the background was not helping. So for me, I'm gonna give it a fab, but it's a soft fab for me. It's not my favorite look I've seen from RuPaul. And if you are watching this in the playback or in the live comment section, let me know how you vote. I'm gonna watch where it is. Yeah, I think you're. Yeah. I'm gonna continue to be pissed about this. All right, I'm gonna keep moving forward because otherwise I'm gonna be here for like an hour, and it's 10:30 already. It's been a long ass week. I'll talk to y'all later about that because, oh baby, mentally I'm all over the place right now. I'm fine. I'm safe. Physically I was not injured, but I did get in a car accident this week, and that was crazy. Why am I telling this on YouTube? Um, again, I am physically safe. I was not injured at all. Great. No one else was injured in the incident, right? No problems. But I did get in a car accident. So, and we'll leave this here because otherwise I should probably not be talking about my own personal issues on YouTube. Anyways, RuPaul, I'm gonna give it a fab. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. It's fine. It's cool. Soft fab. Soft fab. Next up, we have Michelle Visage. Michelle, I'm gonna give you a fab. I thought this was cool. Um, The mug was nice. Um, yeah, it's cool. It's a fab. I like the camo pattern of it. With neon colors. I think that's a fun concept, fun pattern, fun fabric to use. Um, sure. That's kind of my thoughts. Kind of my thoughts. T.S. Madison, love having you here. Love that you're a judge. And love that you're judging this episode. I thought you had some really great critiques. And you look nice. Fab. And then finally we have Julianne Nicholson. She was also in what show was it? Hacks. She was Dance Mom in Hacks. I was looking her up earlier, and she was very funny in that. Um, I didn't personally recognize her from anything else, but sure, she was cool. I thought she had some good comments, some good critiques. Yeah, and sure, you look nice, fab. Why not? All right. Category is from wholesome to fulsome. From wholesome to fulsome. And first up, we have Juicy Love Dion. I thought the concept was very cool going from the Alice in Wonderland to the Cheshire Cat. And the outfit was fine. When it came to the reveal, I've been saying this for weeks now. I want Juicy to be bodied, and for a category that is from wholesome to fulsome, that's your opportunity to be hot and sexy, and it was not giving that. It was cool. I wanted her to have a breastplate so freaking bad. Like, oh my god, I wanted her to have a breastplate. Could you imagine how much better she would have looked with that breastplate and how gaggy it would have been to actually see Juicy Love Dion on the runway with the breastplate? That would have been gaggy. That would have been your opportunity, Juicy. I, it's a very cool concept. Very cool concept. Not my favorite look. I thought the Cheshire Cat moment was cool. Um, and the hair looks nice. Again, I just want her to be bodied, and she's not giving us body. And especially, again, like I said, from wholesome to fulsome, that is your opportunity to give us body. So for me, it's a drop. All right, Darlene. This was giving me Cabbage Patch. Um, which again kind of fits Darlene's brand. Like the entire concept really fit Darlene's brand. It was stupid. It was funny. And again, when it comes all right. So you know how I said like the character bit with Juicy, the Cheshire Cat and the body not being there. For me, I thought Darlene's whole P-play moment worked. It worked for me. Um, I don't know. She's not bodied, but I also don't think this character would be bodied, right? As opposed to yes, that is it. That is 100% it. Darlene's character would not necessarily be bodied, whereas Juicy's kind of giving dominatrix Cheshire Cat would 100% be bodied, and it was not bodied. Yes, that is it. That is the critique. Oh, I figured it out. Oh, yes. All right. So if you're gonna have a character bit with your runway, and it as a dominatrix, I would expect her to be bodied, and she's not bodied. All right. And then when it came to Darlene, I wouldn't necessarily expect this character bit that Darlene was giving to be bodied. So I wasn't as mad about Darlene. I thought it was funny. It was clever. It was stupid. It was the full concept. Oh, I really like that critique that I gave. Yes, 100%. I think that was nailing it. 100%. And again, I I enjoyed this. I thought this was really well done. I thought Darlene really ate this up. Yeah. And again, it fits with the character. For wholesome to fulsome, this fits. This fits. All right, Mikey Meeks. I think she kind of falls into the same situation that Juicy was in. I thought the rose bit was very fully realized and very well done. I love the hair. It's definitely gonna get a fab from me. Um, again, when it came to the reveal, this is another opportunity. I think she could have been bodied and given breastplate and given a full va va voom moment with the whole harness and thorns. I thought that could have been really gaggy to give a full va va voom body, which again is wholesome to fulsome. I want to see that. If you're gonna give me this dominatrix sort of style for wholesome to fulsome, I want to see body. And again, this one wasn't necessarily giving me body like I wanted. From same with Juicy, it's a contiguous critique that I have for these two characters, as opposed to what Darlene did, which was not giving me dominatrix wholesome to fulsome, right? It was a different category, different concept. So for me, Darlene worked, whereas Juicy and Mikey didn't necessarily. Yes, 100%. That was it. Whew! I figured it out. My brain is happy. So for Darlene, I'm gonna Mikey. Mikey is gonna get a fab. It's just not my favorite. Yeah, it's a fab still. It's a cool, fully realized concept, fully cool reveal. Well done. Yeah, yeah. Next up, we have Jane Don't. I thought this was gaggy. I thought this was so cool. It's my favorite runway of the night. I thought this was really well done. I enjoyed this a lot. And Jane gave us body down. And also with candle melting on her tits. Oh my god. Jane. And the boobs. The boobs. Thank you. This is what I was saying. If you are gonna give like a full striptease for the runway of wholesome to fulsome, give me full body. And this was that. This is what Jane gave us. So thank you, Jane, for filling the boobs. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, yep. That's my full critique on that. And the candle wax too. Oh my god. The full concept, the full story. Oh, I'm getting mad again that Jane went home. Oh, I'm getting so mad. Because Jane did not deserve to go home with this outfit. And her performance in the challenge, it did not deserve to go home. This is some bullshit. Drag Race is on some bullshit. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Nene Coco with the statue for Nene Coco with the Statue of Liberty bit. I'm gonna give Nene a fab because it's a fully realized concept. It's a full. There's small little details that she included in the reveal that I really appreciated that took it to that next level. Nene also kind of fell in the same trap of not giving me full body. And again, I understand not all bodies are created the same. I get it. But if you are doing it from wholesome to fulsome, I want to see some boobs. It's kind of been the season with not many breastplates, and I'm getting a little irritated. And again, no shade to the girls. Like y'all are doing your thing. You're doing the shit. Gag. But it's so many flat chests. It's so many flat chests. And I'm getting annoyed. It's cool. It's a fun concept. It's fully realized. I love the little details on the clavicles. I love the full reveal of it. I love the juxtaposition, the story, the whole moment, and especially like they were saying with the whole political climate. I think that was really cool and fully a fun moment, fully important moment to have on Drag Race. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna give it a fab, but again, not my favorite. Alright, placements happens. The judges' critiques. Y'all, I'm getting irritated now. The more I went over it, the less I saw why Jane was in the bottom. The bottom two should have been Nene and Juicy. Sorry. Period. That was the bottom two. Winner would be Mikey. Darlene and Jane were safe. Yep. Yep. If I were a judge on Drag Race, that's how I would have done it. And I probably would have had Juicy go home. Mikey wins the challenge. Congratulations. I do 100% agree that Mikey won the challenge. I really enjoyed her in the Karen sketch. I thought she did very well. I thought she was funny. I thought she had some really great bits. I think she fully committed and always said yes. And RuPaul always took it to that next level, which, again, for an improv challenge, is what I want to see on Drag Race. So, shout out to Mikey Meeks on winning the challenge. And then the bottom two are going to be Jane Doe and Nene Coco. Y'all, this was a stunt. This was a stunt. This was a stunt. This is what Drag Race wanted. They were like, we see you traitors. We don't want you to take our Emmy again. We're going to pull a stunt. We're going to put the front runner in the bottom two. We're going to send the front runner home. This is what's happening this season. We don't have any other gags this season, so this is going to be the gag. They were talking about it in Untucked, where there's no, like, super special twist. This is the super special twist, sending him the front runner at this point in the competition. I am so angry right now with this elimination. Y'all, the lip sync happens. It was Garden of Eden by Lady Gaga from her Mayhem album, which I love. Love this album. Love the song. When it came to the lip sync, I do think Nene edged out Juicy. No, not Juicy. Jane. I do think Nene edged out Jane. And sure, for the lip sync, I agree. Jane kind of did a little bit of the same movements over and over with the whole squatting down with her hips wide open, whereas Nene had some more levels to it. I think Jane had some really great moments in the lip sync. I think Jane was in her head right now, especially after being a front runner in the season. To be placed in the bottom two, this close to the end, this close to the finale, this close to the crown. Yeah. The lip sync was fine. I think they both did well. I do think Nene, again, doing the same move back to back for Jane, which it's fine. I do think Nene won this lip sync for me. But again, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Yeah, let me know. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Um, Again, it was a fine lip sync. I'm kind of irritated a little bit still with the results. I think track record could have played a role, and I think Jane could have been saved. I don't think Jane deserved to go home from this lip sync. I don't think Nene did that much better that she did. Yeah. Yeah. It was a fine lip sync. I don't really have any other comments. I'm gonna end this soon because I'm angry again. Nene is announced safe, which was the gag of the season. The front runner goes home on episode 13 of the season. That was the gag. That was the stunt. That was the shenanigan. That's what the producers wanted to use to get that Emmy. That's what happened, and I'm angry. I'm angry. Yeah, Jane Doe is told to sashay away. Jane, you were my winner. You were my winner. You were my favorite of the season. Jane, you ate up this season. Every runway was amazing. Okay. Your runways were great. Your runway package, your challenges were fantastic. I'm angry. I'm angry that Jane Doe had to sashay away. This is the most angry I've been about an elimination from RuPaul's Drag Race in quite a long time. This was a stunt. This was a shenanigan. This is RuPaul's Drag Race wanting to get that Emmy, and they use Jane Doe as their victim. Okay, that's a lot to place on Jane, but I'm angry. Yeah, me too, Jane. I'm angry. I'm irritated. Jane, you did it. You did great this season. Jane did. Jane did so well this season. Jane does not deserve to be in the bottom two. Jane did not deserve to go home. Jane should have won this season. I'm angry. If I'm one of the other girls, oh, I'm gagging. I'm like, oh shit, I actually have a chance to win this season. Like, this is my opportunity to take the crown. This is how I can still win the season. This was giving me Ben de la Creme eliminating herself on All Stars 3. It was on that level for me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end this here because I'm getting angry again. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Sandwich Hour community. Ding! You can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Sandwich Hour on all platforms. Y'all, I've been talking for 50 minutes. My voice is tired. I'm tired. I'm going to end this here. Have a good rest of your night or day wherever you are. And if you're watching this in the playback, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Have a good rest of your night or day wherever you are. Bye. Ding.